So in the series that we recently started on salary comparison, a lot of you asked me to tell you more about the salary that you will be receiving in TCS. So this was one of the most asked organization for which you wanted to know how your salary growth will take place, and what can you expect 2 years or 3 years down the line if you are working in TCS. So in today's video I'll be discussing about this, and I'll be telling you how much you'll be getting if you work in TCS, if you've joined TCS as a fresher, and how much you can expect your salary to grow within a span of 1 year and 2 years down the line while you're working within the organization. So do watch the video to the end, and if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Let's get started. TCS is also one of the mass players, or one of the big and the biggest organization that has approximately around 6 to 7 lakh of employees currently employed within TCS. So there's a huge workforce, and the intake of this organization is also very high. A lot of freshers each year is getting hired by TCS. TCS takes BTech freshers in the salary slab of 3.5 LPA. Now 3.5 LPA is really actually very less, I would say, but there are other organizations which are also hiring at 3 or 3.25 or 3.5, which is okay. So that is the starting. If you're a fresher, if you're a BTech fresher, most probably you will be entering into TCS at the salary structure or the salary slab of 3.5 LPA. And TCS doesn't has this concept of joining bonus. At least for the freshers, there's no concept of joining bonus or anything. So you just get hired, and then they'll train you, they'll have their training for 3 months, and then you'll be put on bench, and then you'll be selected for a few projects, and you will be working, and then post 1 year, that is 1 year down the line, you will be entitled to your annual appraisal or the annual hike that TCS has. Now, how much is the annual hike? This is not something that, as an employee or as a fresher, you should be very excited about. TCS gives one of the least or the meager hike of around 4 to 6% at an average. If you are very, very good, and there are some bands, A band, B band, C band, that is the rating that you are getting within TCS. So if you belong to the A band, that is the best of the best actually, then only you can expect a salary hike of somewhere around 10%. But else, majority of the people, majority of them get a C band, belong to C band in TCS, and they get the average hike, which is somewhere around 4 to 6%. I've also heard that for the past 2 years, citing COVID and everything, TCS has not really given any hike, okay, not even 1%, 2%. There has been no hike in TCS. They claim that they have not, fired anyone, and they have to so for those reasons they are not willing to give you the bonus, and they have not given you the hikes. So for the past 1 or 2 years, TCS has not given good hikes, or actually not at all. It has not given hikes at all. So that's a different scenario, and probably from this year onwards, since the COVID and everything is a bit back and everything is coming back to normal, so we are expecting that the TCS employees now this year, they do get a hike of something, at least the 5%, 4% that they are getting, although the 4%, 5% means really nothing still. So after 1 year, taking the average taking the average percentage hike, that is 5 to 6%, if you take for a 3.5 LPA, it comes somewhere around 3.7 to 3.8 LPA. So this is the average. If you're very, very good, then you will get a raise of 10%. So you can accordingly, it will be somewhere around 3.9 to 4 LPA. And that is it. After 2 years down the line, again it's the same, that is 5 to 7% or 4 to 6% increase will lead to an increase of somewhere around 4 or maybe 4.1. If you're continuing your journey in TCS, because there are certain benefits that TCS gives, and one of them is the job security that TCS has, and it's often called the government job of the IT sector, because TCS doesn't fire you very easily unless and until you have broken something, you have broken a policy, or you have done something really bad which is against their rule. That is one of the benefits. And also there are people who are waiting for their chance for on-site opportunities that are there, that there's a lot within TCS. So there are people who actually wait for a long time, and I have personally seen a lot of people waiting within TCS with the meager peanut growth that they are getting, just for the sake that they are being promised, or they want that on-site opportunity. So if you are someone who's waiting, and if you know someone who's waiting, then 3 years down the line in TCS, you cannot expect, more than 4.2 to 4.3, maximum 4.5. So, you will be starting at 3.5, and after 3 years of your job in this organization, you can reach a maximum of 4.5, 0.6, and that is it. Because the growth or the hike that TCS gives to its employees is very, very less. And for the past 2 years, they have actually not given any hikes at all. So it is very less within TCS. Also, there are a lot of memes, and you must have read and you must have heard that even after working for 5 years or working for 10 years, you might not reach the double of your salary, right? So say for example, you are someone who has joined at 3.5 LPA, then maybe working for 5 years or 8 years down the line also might not increase your salary till 7 LPA. So see, I'm not here to put you guys down or demotivate any one of you or scare off any one of you. I'm just stating what is obvious, what is there within the organization. And if at any time you feel, so there are priorities of people, right? If there is someone who actually has no money issues, no financial constraints, there are people in his or her household who can look after the household, the necessities of the house, and you can manage and you can stay back because you are waiting for this on-site opportunity of yours, then well and good. But there are other people who actually have to survive, and you have to support a family. Maybe your younger sister, your younger brother is studying and you need to pay for them. So for those kind of people, staying in TCS for a very long time is not a very smart choice, because there are other organizations in the market which will be offering you, or which will be ready to offer you a lot more as compared to TCS. So yeah, if you have completed your 2 or 3 years within the organization, then I think it is a correct time to make a switch if you want to improve your financial conditions. And if your financial conditions is something that's taken care of, you can of course continue to live in that secure job with a little less workload, and good on-site opportunity. And there are a lot of perks also within TCS. It's not painted all red. So yeah, that is all that I have for today's video. I hope I have been able to give you a glimpse of what the salary hike, or how much you will be earning after 2 years, 3 years staying in TCS. I hope that point or that picture is clear. And now if you are someone who has to take this decision, you can take a better and an informed decision. If you liked today's video, hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed our channel, do subscribe. I'll meet you again tomorrow with another new video. Till then, stay tuned to CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.